Hello, Steve here, Concierge Health Advisor. Ooh, fuck, don't crash the car, Jesus. Anyway, today, continuing on the, shut the door too, jeez. Preparation, never mind the preparation of the content. Preparation of just moving forward. The whole autoimmune disease series, the first episode after the introduction. So, autoimmune disease, just a quick preamble once again if there's only a one-off listener. Not genetic, not our lifestyle choices, our food choices, our exposure to toxins, our whatever else you're trying to excuse in your autoimmune disease. And if you want to own your autoimmune disease, like, I love this autoimmune disease, it gets me money. Oh no, I've gone down a stupid rabbit hole here. Okay, I'm stopping right there. But if you want a cure, depending on the progression, depending on severity, depending on whether you'll be compliant in what you need to do, autoimmune disease is curable. Perhaps not type 1 diabetes, but that's a birth defect, which unknowingly your mama was deficient in particular micronutrients. Yes, and there it is. Micronutrients is what's happening. Deficiency of micronutrients is what's happening to give us our autoimmune diseases. Yeah, so not genetic. Okay, so today I'm just going to cover two. I might cover two each recording. So, and just briefly as well. And I've seen people get cured of their, God knows, different autoimmune diseases. Okay, I've actually witnessed testimony, condition, and then testimony because of they were cured of rheumatoid arthritis. Oh, you need injections, and you need this and that, and the doctor gives you this and that pain medication. It's not curable. It's autoimmune disease. It's genetic. No. Okay, what's happening, all right, is highly likely these autoimmune conditions are micronutrient absorption issue, and that is happening because you're very likely to be extra sensitive to, regular listeners will know what's coming, gluten, yes, even oats. If you grab something off the shelf in the supermarket and it says gluten-free, and you look at the ingredients and it says oats, that's not gluten-free. Anyway, I mention that often. I won't go down that path again. But with what am I covering again? Arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. That is 6 weeks, 2 months cured. And then, but you need to supplement these days. Everybody needs to supplement, even if you don't have a autoimmune disease. You need to supplement in this day and age because our food supply chain is devoid of the micronutrients that we require, especially the 60 plus minerals that we require. Minerals only appear in our food only if those minerals are in the soil, and if those minerals aren't getting to the soil because of flooding, and what we used to once do is put ash on our crops as fertilizer. No, these days we only put NPK on our fertilizer because all plants need to grow is NPK, nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So that's what's happening there in a nutshell. So what you need to do to get over your I keep on forgetting which arthritis. Not osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, right? Is you need 6 weeks best to push it out to 2 months. A 2-month prescription of minocycline, because what's happening with rheumatoid arthritis is that there's this bug in your joints called mycoplasma, and that, my dear viewer listener, is the whole complex of rheumatoid arthritis. So if your doctor will refuse a 2-month supply prescription of minocycline, go to another doctor. If they keep on refusing, well, that, my dear viewer listener, is an indication that they just don't know, are unaware, ignorant, misunderstood, and you'll continue to suffer. So you need to do what you need to do to get the at least 2-month supply of the minocycline. Plus go off the gluten especially, and preferably also oils and sugars, which is made easier when you're well nourished with all the micronutrients, because you won't crave those the glutens, the oils, the sugars anymore. And we need to add also the big carcinogen in the room, nitrates, nitrites, mainly found in the processed meats complex, the whole bacon, ham, salami, pastrami, corned beef, spam, all that sort of stuff, right? So that's, in a nutshell, how to get over your rheumatoid arthritis. Depending on the progression, it might be a bit more of an individual approach. I do have the whole personalised concierge health advisor service here to really up the efficacy of the approach. But don't say I don't have it there. This sort of information is there, but for some people they probably need some pep talk from day to day, a bit of a slap in the face to really get it. Like even now, I still come across people. Oh, this is gluten free. You see, I'm thinking, well, dude, that's got oil in it. How do you know it's got oil in it? Have a look at the ingredients. I haven't seen the ingredients. I know it's going to get oil in it. Oh, yeah, it's got oil in it. So, yeah, we need. If you want to up the efficacy, you need to up your game, and that's where the whole concierge health advising service here. I'm here to help out for those people that are able, but the freebies, it's there. It's there. So, and next, multiple sclerosis, MS, usually also all autoimmune disease, okay, gluten issue, which means that you're sensitive to gluten, which means that your villi in your small intestine is injured and you can't absorb as much, and that's why, on top of being our food being depleted of the nutrients that micronutrients that we need, you're not absorbing what you are maybe getting. Even if you're supplementing, and if you're still eating gluten, you're not absorbing as much as you need to absorb. You're probably absorbing 8%, 15% if you're 50. Yeah. So, okay, with MS, high correlation. There is a high correlation of selenium deficiency, but usually selenium deficiency is a marker of you're probably deficient of many other minerals, especially. And that's what's really going on. So selenium is one, ratio differences in EFAs, essential fatty acids, omega-3, omega-6, not omega-3 and omega-6 as a whole, but the particular components of the LA and the ALAs and the omega-3, omega-6. So, you know, it might be a ratio ratio mismatch. It should be 1-to-1 of omega-3, omega-6, but the Western diet is 17-to-1, apparently, omega-6 to omega-3. Even though we're getting omega-3, we're not. It's the ratio thing. I've got some rattles here, excuse me. I think I know what the rattle is. Yep, it's not rattling anymore. Right, so, and there's MS, but as I say, it's best to scattergun the micronutrient deficiency, in this case possibly selenium, well, very high likelihood selenium deficiency, but it's a marker. Also copper deficiency, highly likely that copper deficiency and selenium is part of your MS. Once you're back, got enough copper and selenium going through, they're just markers, they're just indicators, they're just what we can also measure for. But more likely it's you need to get off your gluten, supplement with all the there's at least 90 declared micronutrients, 60 of them at least, and minerals, and we only get nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, NPK, the whole fertilizer complex. Thanks to the Russian dude in 1916 for coming up with that one, because that, you know, apart from the whole electricity, the emission of electricity, which sent us down the path of obesity, yes, there's extended versions of that sort of concept in all my free stuff. Hunt around for it. I'm not going to spoon feed you. Accelerated with NPK as our fertilizer. Yeah, very cheap to produce. That's why we have cheap food these days. And all. We still complain about our food price, right? It's still the cheapest in history. Don't you worry about that. So there you go. That's the rheumatoid arthritis done, fixed. Multiple sclerosis, your MS, cured. If you don't quite get it, I'm here, and if you're well to do, yes, it will be an individual approach, and you will be cured. I'm even, I don't know, you know, if you're not living in my pocket, and I'm not living in your pocket, I don't know if you'll be compliant, and whether I should offer a money-back guarantee. But if you're serious enough, you'll be cured. I've cured myself of half a dozen chronic diseases and obesity. I've virtually half my body weight. I'm back to my triathlete sort of physique. You know, I was like almost a semi-pro, so a quarter pro. I went to world champs and that sort of thing, and I've got, you know, back to my triathlon sort of physique while I'm sedentary. Woo! What a concept! What a concept. Anyway, that's it for now. I don't want to go too far, too long. Okay, thank you.